Well, after years of declaring myself better than gacha slop, I have fallen prey to the gacha slop. Oh, watch out, Joker. It's totally original character, do not steal. Playing the opening theme diegetically was so cool in Reload that they just said, screw it, we're doing it here too. And you know what? They were right to do so. Okay, I'm generally against romancing the adults in these games. I'll make an exception here. You know, the great thing about the Persona games is there's not a lot of questioning who will join your team. Sometimes you meet a character and just automatically know that they have some sort of parental issues and an issue with society. It's not a question of if they'll join your party, it's a question of when. Even by Persona standards, this is a weird confluence of events leading to us getting powers. Man, this game is not wasting any time getting into it. Rip that mask off and let's start cooking. There's that new battle theme. That's what we want, baby. That's the good shit. Damn. This place is way nicer than Joker's. That bum was living in a dusty attic. I've got a garden and shit. Oh, cutscene time. We're either gonna meet another future party member or a villain. It's him. He's the villain. Kill him now. Look at that girl in pink. Maybe not a party member, but I foresee some sort of story importance or S-Link. I would not be surprised if he is also a party member. I feel like he's too hot to be evil. That was also very clearly a party member. I saw him in the intro. How big is our group gonna be, man? This feels unsustainable for a small-scale criminal organization. I didn't even get to eat. I spent my entire lunch break talking to this stupid owl. What a waste of time on my part. It's so funny that the first arc of Persona 5 was about, like, a very real abuse of power, with personal consequences for you and your friends if you didn't act soon. And the first arc of this game is like, yeah, this guy bumps into women on the subway, and it's causing people to lose faith in humanity. In every other Persona game, you have at least one confused person with you that you get to share the learning curve with. So it's interesting to start here with just Lufel. Because he seems to think I know more than I do, and I'm very lost. What was that all-out attack ending? You had to make some long-distance calls? I mean, it's just as stupid as the Morgana car, but he never did a henshin. So this one's better. Alright. My party's full of women I've only sort of ran into previously. It's time to commit crimes. They let you see the ones you don't have yet, too. That's cool. I don't know who this one is, but I'm in love with her. I mean, that's very nice of you, but also a terrible way to run a business. A man bumping into people on the subway is destroying the Japanese youth's ability to find love. If only Shinzo Abe had seen this coming.
でも、あることをきっかけに責任を感じて、野球はやめちゃったの。
Oh, so she's just female Ryuji. We're just doing Ryuji's arc again.
私はピッチャーの元葉にボールを、元葉は私にキャッチャーミットをって。
You have matching keychains deciding who's a pitcher and who's a catcher? I think I shouldn't romance either of you. I think you have your own thing to figure out.
それにわしがいれば家で潜入道具の作り方をレクチャーもできるぞ。
I think it's funny that Lufel basically just showed up and took over my life. Like, Morgana at least shows up and says, hey, I think you have great potential, we have similar goals, let's work together to achieve them. Lufel shows up and says, hey, you dumb bitch, you're a thief and I live here now. Go buy a workbench. Oh, he's glowing with evil knockdown women energy. Jesus Christ, she got some air on that. Went flying onto the tracks. We gotta kill this guy.
木内って言って、昔プロ野球選手だったの。今はもう引退してるんだけど。
A washed up athlete is abusing the youth, and the main person concerned with it is another athlete whose career was put on hold, probably because of the washed up athlete, and wants justice after their best friend's life is endangered. This is just the Kamishita arc again. If that palace is a baseball stadium of lust, I'm suing Atlus for plagiarizing themselves.
この袋、知り合い？君の名前呼んでたよね。
People in the Persona universe are pretty nonchalant about animals talking. I feel like that should be a bigger deal, man.
もういい。自分で考える。
Well, that's now 2 days that I've missed lunch because I was talking to the owl. That's probably not great for my body. Oh hell yeah, another new battle theme. It's exactly what I want. Inject it directly into my veins. Another? Another round, let's go baby. Oh hey. Please don't throw me in again. You know you could just ask nicely, right? You know, it's kind of jank, and there's a lot to take in, but for a free-to-play gacha Persona game, it's pretty alright so far. I'm down with this. You know what? Props to Kyuchi. It took like a dozen heists before anyone thought to just drop a cage on the Phantom Thieves. And it worked pretty well, you know? Kyuchi started with that shit. Well played. Are you proud of yourself, Motoha? You embarrassed the man on live TV like a decade ago, and now he has to bump into women on the subway to feel something. Really, you're entirely to blame for this. Jesus Christ, that outfit is terrible. Also, this is just that scene from 5 where An is chained up like this in front of Kamishita. If Motoha awakens here, I'm suing Atlus for plagiarizing themselves. I like that shadow with the big ass on the right just sipping their drink. That's my favorite character now. Atlus, you are made entirely of frauds.
クローザーってどうかな。野球の最終回だけ投げるピッチャーのこと。
Could have fooled me. I thought you were naming yourself after the 9 Inch Nails song. I lied. This random dancing mascot is my favorite character. Of course, the gun story is also a gacha. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. I'll be interested to see how social stats are handled here. Because with most Persona games, you hit the max and then never need to think about them again. So I'm assuming the number will just constantly go up until you're the most charming man in all of Japan. Hey, I'm in the middle of a conversation, give me a sec. Or not.
ここは
Uh-oh. Lufel has been hit with the overwhelming urge to dance on that pole.
どうやら現実世界にやってきた時に記憶の大半を失ってしまったようなのだ。
You are just Morgana but an owl. Atlus cannot keep getting away with it. I gotta give this game credit, I really didn't think the palaces would be this big. And I mean, they're not as good as the ones in the actual game, but there's definitely more to them than I was expecting. You know, I made fun of how lame this guy's story is in comparison to the first arc of regular Persona 5. But a guy who blames all his problems on women and takes out his anger on them in ways that are really petty and nobody will actually confront him on that's a pretty good start to the story. It's very low stakes, and it might not be handled the best. But I think that if this was a request added in Royal and not a palace, people wouldn't really bat an eye at it. Hey now. Ryuji had to work his way through several games before Atlus let him say that.
君とルフェルは外にいてくれないかな。
What? You didn't want the possibly disease-ridden owl in the hospital room?
こちらですわ。
Why hello, non-distinct Hatsune Miku.
畑作りにはちょっと自信がありますのよ。
Okay, so going off the idea that Atlus is completely bankrupt when it comes to new ideas for Persona character stories, what are the odds this turns out to be one of my teachers? I've rolled my wife. I now no longer need to touch the gacha aspect of this game. We're done. We're good. Those fiends. They put actual gacha inside the gacha game. They can't keep getting away with it. I've given in to the urge. I must gamble.
あ、ヒロト、あんまり離れないで。危ないよ。
What kind of kid wears a bowler hat and a suit? Did your mom have an affair with Charlie Chaplin? Yo, I hear you like stealing shit too. I was wondering how long it would take before the game entered weird territory, and apparently the answer was not long. This is one of the stupidest Persona stories I've ever seen, and I hope this character is in every chapter of this game. Or social stats will work like usual, forget what I said earlier. Why yes. I would like to watch Shin Gorilla, thanks for asking.
ゴリラより怖いのは私たち人間の方だわ。
Absolute cinema.
うるさい人でごめんね。私のお父さんなんだ。
Introducing me to her dad before the social link has even started. I must admit, this is a power move I never saw coming. However, it will not deter me from romancing her. I think it'd be very funny if the thieves went to all this effort with a calling card, and the mark just never looked at it. Like, what if Kyuchi was having a bad day and wanted to get home and just like didn't care about the cards? What's the plan B? I kinda thought he'd transform into a big monster, but this works too. See, that's what I was expecting. And of course, the lyrics kick in for the real fight. Love it. It's definitely not the best Persona spinoff, but it's got some sauce. The sauce might not be like fully cooked and it's like a little chunky and like, oh, there's still a full bouillon cube in here, but it's got a little bit. It's got some sauce. I mean, I want to be mad at him, but he's got good moves. He should have been in Dancing in Starlight.
元の姿に戻った。
I'm just glad all his clothes came back.
ファントムってそういうこと？
Rot in jail, pissant. You'll never slam in the subway again.